ABC Jack here. Welcome to my channel, Vinyl Martini. As you can see from the title, I am going to show my records that I got while I was camping. I did a crate dig when I was camping at the beginning of July. And I mean, everybody crate digs when they camp, don't they, Brian? Uh, Obviously, Brian doesn't. Brian from Embryonic Robot doesn't. I got a lot of comments when I mentioned that in one of my videos about four or five videos ago. And I also went golfing. It's not that unusual. We're up there we're up there for a week, and there's 3 beautiful golf courses up there, and there are about 10 families that go to the same campground. We don't camp in the same campsite, but we go at the same time, and a bunch of us fellows, we go out early in the morning, do our golfing, and we're back in the campsite by 12. So it's not that unusual. But before I show my records, I am going to give a shout out to 2 channels. One is the Life of Vinyl, and that's Jamie's channel. He's an English chap, really nice guy. He's only done 4 or 5 videos, and he's only got 23 subscribers, so you should check him out. He's got a good channel. And another channel is Morten Astad. He's a Danish guy who lives in Oslo. He does lots of videos. He's only got 132 subscribers. He should have more, so I'm going to put the links in my description below. So if you get a chance, check him out and give him a sub. So my crate dig while camping, I got 15 records in this store, and I've been there before, and I found some wonderful records there. These were all $5. So they're cheap. They're some of them are really good condition. Some of them, say VG maybe. But when I brought them up to the counter, I asked for a deal, and so there was 15 records, $5 a piece. That's 75 bucks, and he gave them to me for 60 bucks. So they're actually 4 bucks a piece. So let's start off with Black Oak, Arkansas. This is my first Black Oak, Arkansas record. I did some research, and apparently this is not one of their best. This is, I think, their 5th release, and I think their first 4 are the ones to get. But I rarely see them, so I just snatched this up. Jim Dandy is the lead singer. They've had a changing roster of characters over the years. I think they're still playing. Anyways, Black Oak, Arkansas. And it is on the yellow Atco label. Next up, Tangerine Dream, soundtrack to the movie Thief. I've never seen the movie, but it stars James Caan, Tuesday Weld, and Willie Nelson. So that is quite a combo. I'm fans of all 3 of those actors. This is a 1981 release. I haven't listened to it yet, but it's Tangerine Dream, and everything they do is just wonderful. So, soundtrack to Thief. Next is a Delbert McClinton album. Delbert McClinton is a Southerner. I've got one of his records that he recorded in Austin. He recorded this one at Muscle Shoals Sound Production. And David Hood is the bass player in Muscle Shoals. He's Patterson Hood's father. Patterson Hood, of course, in Drive-By Truckers. So a little aside. Anyways, Delbert McClinton does R&B, soul, alt country and western songs. He's all over the map, but he's got a great voice, and he puts together some great records. So this is an album called Playing from the Heart, and this is another 1981 release. Next up, another addition to my Jerry Lee Lewis country collection. This is Jerry Lee Lewis and Linda Gale Lewis. The album's called Together. Linda Gale Lewis is Jerry Lee's sister, and they do a nice version of Jackson, Don't Take It Out on Me, Crying Time, Sweet Thing, Don't Let Me Cross Over. Great record. Jerry Lewis, the killer. And this is on the Smash label on Mercury. Next up, I've been showing some Steve Harley albums. I showed a Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel. I showed a Cockney Rebel album that I picked up in Europe, and a Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel. And this is Steve Harley's solo album that he recorded in LA after he broke the band up. I haven't listened to it yet, but really loving those Cockney Rebel albums. They're really good. Yeah, they're prog, but they're not prog, they're glam albums. And so he went out to LA for a couple of years, recorded a couple of records. I don't think he had a lot of success, and he's still doing shows in England, basically in Europe, but Steve Harley. So this is called Hobo with a Grin, and it is sorry, I don't have the year here. I think it's about a 1976 or 1977 release on EMI. Next up is a band called Hustler. I have their first record, and they are basically a bar band from North London, I think. I liked it so much. They're a second-tier band, but they're pretty good. Just straight-ahead rock. Moneymaker. They do Moneymaker, Boogeyman, Break of Day, Going Home. The album's called Play Loud. Yeah, second-tier band, but pretty obscure, and I really enjoyed them. Hustler. Next up, another Leon Russell album. This is Carney. His 1972 release, maybe. Let's see if it's on here. The date is not on here. I hate it when they do that. Anyways, it's on Shelter Records. Leon Russell used to own Shelter Records along with Benny Cordell. Tightrope is the big hit on here. I like Leon Russell. He's from Oklahoma. Love the musicians from Oklahoma. So happy to have another addition to my Leon Russell collection. I only have about 3 or 4 of them. There you go. Carney. Next up, I'm so surprised I didn't have this in my collection. The record sleeve is really beat up. This is The Faces, Rod Stewart and The Faces, and Not As Good As a Wink to a Blind Horse. Classic record, not a bad cut on here. Very, very sloppy, funky rock and roll. Nothing needs to be said about this. Just so happy to have it and find it for $5. That was a great find. Next up is a band I've never heard, just a blind buy. This is a band called Carrillo. This is a 1978 release, kind of middle of the road rock. They're from Long Island. Dying days of bands like this. They're a 4-piece. Quite good, well-written songs, well-recorded. I wouldn't say they are top tier, but nice to have them. The album is called Rings Around the Moon, and it is on Atlantic Records. Next up, another blind buy. This is a guy called Roger Cook, and the album is called Meanwhile, Back at the World. I basically bought it for the cover. Didn't know anything about it, but I don't know if you can see that cover. Kind of neat. It's on the Pink Kama Sutra label. And like I said, I didn't know anything about it. I played it the other day. And side 1, the song Meanwhile Back at the World, is a banger. I thought, well, I'm in for a treat. And then he retreated and did some really soft, kind of middle of the road songs. Certainly wasn't as good as the first song. And side 2 has a couple of better songs. I think I'll Bet Jesus Is a Lonely Man is good, and Sweet America was another good one. So Roger Cook, don't know anything about him. If anybody knows anything about Roger Cook, why don't you just let me know in the comments below what you think of him. Another blind buy. This is a band called Jerry Kelly, and Jerry Kelly are Jerry Hudzik and Bill Kelly. They used to have a duo that they played together in the Midwest, I think. Danny Serafin, producer, heard them, put together a band. Again, this is 1975, I believe. This is a promo copy on white promo copy on Epic. Again, this is middle of the road stuff. 1978 again. Dying days of bands like this, but very well done. Some great songs on here, well-crafted songs. I love finding bands that don't know anything about Jerry Kelly. Here's one for Martin's Vinyl, my buddy in England. Another Savoy Brown record. This is Jack the Toad, 1975 release, I think. It's autographed, not by any band members, but it is autographed. I pick up 1970s Savoy Brown records. I think I have most of them. I might be missing one now, but it was a gatefold. And of course, it is on the Parrot label. changing lineup all the time. With Kim Fowley is the mainstay of Savoy Brown. They are a blues rock band, kind of a boogie band. Savoy Brown and Jack LaToad. Next up, Michael from Ricefield Records played a Wet Willie clip of them doing Keep On Smiling, which was their big hit. This one is an album called Which One's Willie? Southern band. The other one I have is on Capricorn. This is on Epic. They had quite a good career. It lasted for about 7 or 8 years. Southern rock, kind of Southern rock, R&B. Interesting band. Wet Willie, Which One's Willie? Year is 1979. Rod the Happy Hippie has been showing a lot of Johnny Winter lately. So when I saw this, and I'm a Johnny Winter fan, I didn't have this record, but he has re-sparked my interest in Johnny Winter. So I've been replaying my Johnny Winter records. So thanks a lot, Rod. I really appreciate that little nudge, memory nudge. But this is a 1974 album. It's called Saints and Sinners. Rick Derringer plays on it. He produces the album. And great versions of Stone County, Blinded by Love, Stray Cat Blues, feedback on Highway 101. A lot of covers back here, Ride and Cell Block 9, Boney Maroney. Great Johnny Winter record, one of the great forgotten blues rock artists in the 70s and 80s and beyond. I don't have any of his stuff on Alligator or any of his later stuff on Blue Sky, but I'm on the hunt for it. Trust me. Great record, Saints and Sinners, Johnny Winter. And last of all, a little bit of a guilty pleasure. I buy Barry White records whenever I find them. Amazing arranger, producer, singer. This one is called Sheet Music. I think it's a 1980 release. Yes, it is a 1980 release. Great cover of a bed with sheet music on the sheets. Barry White. I haven't listened to this yet, but I know I'm in for a treat. So there you have it. 15 records. Great digging while I was camping. 15 records for $60, $4 a piece. Thanks for watching. Till the next time, I will see you later, and leave a comment and a like if you feel like it. See you later.